Welcome back, and hopefully by now it should be pretty obvious what's going on. But let's open these.
Father?
You should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
But although you, like in that part, were the man, so why would I have to have stood up to him? Then I would have gotten sad. Better you than me.
Mom?
Help us, Bruce! Don't let us die!
Wrong. I wanted you to die. This would be a theory that, this would be an alternate universe where Bruce Wayne was like a house figure and paid the person to call his parents. That would be amusing to read. Okay, that would be his mother, his father, and what Scarecrow looks like in this game. God, he is terrifying in this game. I did not like Scarecrow in Batman Begins, but Scarecrow in this game was excellent. So things might be a bit different in the asylum. There's a hint of what's different. And welcome to the new morgue. It reminds me a lot of that American McGee's Alice actually at some parts, if you've ever played that. Okay, and this is one of 3 Scarecrow larvas. God.
One little bat, you're in my world now.
I mean, his glove. His glove with obviously a certain fair toxin. Okay, so you can't be in his gaze, so obviously it will call you. And then he'll slam down on you, which sucks. So in this one he's just going to circle around for the most part. Oh come on, let me get over there. So you have to hide behind these objects, make sure you're unseen. Which in general isn't too hard to do. Okay, I'll let him come around again.
Are you scared, little bat? Do you need your mom?
But when the light, look right now, I was playing as Scarecrow for a second, or at least I saw myself as Scarecrow for a second. When that happens after the lightning strikes. Okay. And here is, when it changes just a little bit, we need to use the explosive gel on that wall. So I will wait for him to pass again. Then I will... Yeah, again I was Scarecrow right now. And let's get back. Let's wait for him to pass one more time. I mean, I guess I don't need to.
I will tear your mind apart.
And God, it's so creepy how he's just looking. And now he's going to look to the other side, where I will be standing. And happily he doesn't follow you for the rest of the he just keeps looking. A bit stupid on his part, but hey, what can you say? And so here we
What
go.
are you trying to do?
I cannot wait for his appearance in Arkham Knight. I just can't. That was Scarecrow. What sign and color of the oceans can be found in the tiny jar? Oh wait, I have Scarecrow's profile first. Let's just do that. Okay. Taunted and bullied as a youth, Jonathan Crane vowed to overcome his fears through the study of psychology and biochemistry, kicked out of his university for experimenting on human subjects. Crane then adopted the identity of the Scarecrow and armed himself with a specialized fear-inducing gas that makes a person's deepest phobias become frighteningly real. His ongoing criminal reign of terror makes him one of Batman's most psychologically dangerous foes. You have got to read the two-part story in Detective Comics, Absolute Terror. It was, I'll post it in, I'll post a link to the comic books, what's the name of the site, the GCD comic book, the Grand Comic Book Database I think it is, or the Grand Comic Database, to the, at least first part of the story. The second part just the next issue. It's like, Detective Comics issue 837, I think is the first part. Best Scarecrow story I have ever read in my life. It is so, it stands so well, it's so frightening how they do this, how they portray Scarecrow. It's just amazing, I love it. Jonathan Crane, Professor blah blah blah, blue eyes, brown hair, 6 feet, 140 pounds, he's pretty skinny. World's Finest Comics issue 3 from 1941, he's one of Batman's earliest enemies, technically speaking. Master of psychology and chemistry, trade their fear-inducing gas, motivated by an obsessive need to create fear in others. And he got a not laughing at yet. 2005. Oh, can't I? Oh, I thought. Okay.
Can you hear me? Bruce, what's going on?
Oracle, I'm okay.
What happened? I lost contact. Are you sure you're all right? Have you found my dad?
I'm fine. Had a little run-in with Scarecrow, slowed me down. I'll get back to you in a bit.
Now, someone's going to have to explain this to me. I guess these are... I don't know what these are. Fingers? Bones? However, if you scan them...
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good job, nevertheless.
You get the character profile after the Great White Sock. I knew a character, relatively speaking, as it first appeared in Arkham Asylum, Living Hell, like Aaron Cass, and he, and I guess Jane Doe, Humpty Dumpty, he is actually becoming has been a big name character outside of that series. A crooked financier who stole millions of dollars, Warren White thought he'd scored a legal victory when his insanity plea went through. So he wasn't insane, but he was able to make an insanity plea and he was sent to Arkham. But when he got to Arkham Asylum, he realized his mistake. Driven insane by the other inmates, how funny, he was also disfigured by an encounter with Mr. Freeze that left him without hair, a nose, ears, or lips. Calling himself the Great White Sock, he filed his teeth into fangs to more perfectly resemble his new namesake. Pitting his financial course to use, he has become a major player on Gotham's underground crime scene, running a number of rackets from his cell at Arkham. He is a great new character. I will try to find it. It's going to be hard. There was a character in a 90s series in a Arkham Asylum 1 set, or something like that, who did the same thing he did. He was a businessman who made an insanity plea and he got sent to Arkham. And it makes the amusing note that him thinking that he would be safer in Arkham than in a normal prison might actually prove he actually was insane in the first place. In the 90s there was a lot of introduced Arkham inmates who nobody remembers, like some person who thinks he's a 300-year-old witch, for example. And nobody remembers them. I try to because I find them interesting no matter how unknown they are, but that's just me. Warren White, brown hair, brown eyes, no hair. Okay, you could tell us what it was before, but whatever. 5'11", 180 pounds, first appeared, like I said, Arkham Asylum, Living Hell. Brilliant financial scores, which he uses for a variety of criminal purposes. Scarred facets, I love the word facets, that makes him resemble a sock, and teeth sharpened to points. Kind of like in the movie Sleepy Hollow. The Heartless Horseman, I think it was. Great movie. 1999 I'm talking about. I actually liked the movie a lot. Johnny Depp, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Okay, I guess somehow when I was in this, somebody came and painted on the floor. Or 3 unarmed people, by the way. Okay. Okay, I'm not under the gas anymore, but it sure looks like a terrible place.
It wasn't Gordon. Crane's gas must have affected me more than I thought.
What? You saw a...
Are you lost, little bat? Having trouble figuring out what's real? It's just a figment of your twisted little mind? Same here. Just roll with it, bats. It gets easier once you get in. It really does.
Okay, there's 3 guys behind here. One of them is the one that you can't really attack without stunning. Okay, I guess I'm taking him out. Then I'll stun him. And I guess, I don't know, he's still around, so I have to take him, stun him again. I don't remember how many different types.
No more tricks. Just one last puzzle we can have one. And a little more. Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. Let's see. Where does this go? I sort of know, like, with the tobacco, because I don't know how many people actually did it lead. I saw it lead behind the electrified fence, and I can't go this way. And obviously the tobacco trail isn't here, so I wouldn't know how they got them into the room I'm about to go into. Because technically I'm still supposed to be following that tobacco trail. Okay, so I got 1 pair of teeth right there. Right here. No tobacco trail on. We're right here. And I think there's other Joker teeth now in the area.
Your precious police commissioner is just through the glass. Take a look.
Is this Bill the bane of his life?
Instructions to kill the old man. If any of my guys even think you're in the room. They're patrolling down there. I've told them all you're on the way.
That means of course they think I'm there.
If you can find a way to get to Harley without anyone realizing, I'll give you your next present. Fail, and the old Carter dies. Hell, I may even give you Harley. It looks like you could use a new sidekick.
Okay, I'm supposed to rescue Gordon without being detected. There are how many? There are, I guess they can't Harley, so there are 4 armed guys I have to take care of. No gargoyles this time. Let's do this.
Easy, isn't it?
Ooh.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
And I can grab this.
So the great
Okay. I'll read this profile, then I will go. Imprisoned from birth to serve his dad, father, sentence. Talk about a terrible... I do like that picture. Bane was raised inside the horrific environs, okay, of a Santa Prisca prison. His only friend in the household was a teddy bear named Osito. Finding solace in smuggled books and meditation, he developed incredible powers of concentration. When he was subjected to military experiments using a steroid core named Venom, his iron force wall helped him survive when other test subjects had died, and he managed to escape. Determined to prove his worth, he sought out Batman and broke the Dark Knight's spine, but Batman recovered and managed to bust Bane, carrying out the process of Venom supply that transforms Bane into a superhuman. I will get to the rest of this next video, so I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it.